physical space where dreams ignite.
Are you a member of our eZWay networking community? Get interviewed so our members can get to know you. Welcome to Meet Our Members Interviews. This interview platform ensures you to get spotlighted to thousands of our members. It will raise awareness for your business and your clients, to entrepreneurs, influencers, coaches, and more. If you want to be interviewed on our Meet Our Members podcast, subscribe to meetourEZWayMembers.com. Network with our 3,000 members and growing.
eZWay shows you how.
Welcome to Meet Our Members Interviews. Today we're here with none other than Eric Zulli himself. Y'all know him. Y'all know what he does. We're going to bring him onto the screen right now and have an interview. Come on board, Eric. Good to see you, man.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Good. And I'm going to guess that most people that are watching this know what you do. I would love to start with, why do you do what you do? What do you love most about it? What drives you? What's your story there?
That's a great question. I mean, ultimately, guys, Meet Our Members is our broadcast platform for you to meet the members. It's exactly what it's called. What drives me to do what I do is I just love creating a ripple effect of positive change and helping people be able to help their business and help their families, and just know that eZWay was a small part of, like I said, that positive change. And I just, I really love hearing the testimonials, Mark. I love hearing the people saying, like, eZWay changed my life. I met this person and that person. And we're just building a small empire through media, broadcasts and events, and having a major network that's more of a family versus a just, standard company, group, or community, whatever you want to call it. And we're just doing some amazing things right now where people can download the eZWay interactive app, and they can get more involved with what we're doing to be able to connect with everybody that we're doing it with.
Well, you mentioned the word empire. You're well on your way. I'd like to go back to the beginning. How did you get started? Same thing. Why did you start it? Because you got big dreams here. This is not like, I'll just go and do live once every 2 weeks and forget about it. You're building a family here. What's the origin story for you?
What's the origin story for me? And I'm trying to share as I'm talking to you at the same time. People are asking me, they can't find the link. So, I do what I do for God, Mark. I really do. I do what I do for my lady, for my dad, for the family, for the family, for the eZWay community. And like I said, I really do what I do to get that smiling face. You know what I mean? I love seeing the smiling faces. I love seeing the ripple effect of change and positive momentum. I enjoy the power, to be honest with you. I enjoy the power to be able to position people, the power to be able to help purpose, and I've had the opportunity to be blessed by so many people and be around so many high levels, like superstars. Why not pass that down? Why not share it? Why not share the wealth? And I feel that when you put into the universe, just like the law of attraction, with The Secret, the law of reciprocity. When you put into the universe, you get out of. So what you put in, you get out. You put in, you get out. So I put in a lot of positive, and I help a lot of people, and I do get a lot of positive. Hence, where I am now today, being one of the most powerful influencers on the online and going global more and more, because there's so many people that support me and appreciate what I'm trying to do. Support the eZWay family, the brand, the network, because it ultimately is their own business. What we're doing powers their own business, their own situation, and we're getting more and more believers to get behind it.
That is awesome. Dig a little deeper with that. In what ways do you empower people?
Well, I mean, for instance, if you want to get out there on a visibility perspective, we can get you on the top of the search engines guaranteed, because we're so ranked. We've gotten people funding. We've gotten people. We have a program going on right now where you can get grants and loans and financing. We're getting people money. You know, we're giving people accolades to give them more strength behind their mission and their goals and objectives. The fact that we're giving them access to the level of people that we deal with. I mean, honestly, all you got to do is get on the eZWay Wall of Fame, use the invite code eZWay, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All you have to do is go through the directory of the people that would support us and click on their profile and really see what it is that we have in the network at this point and who we deal with. In fact, if I can get the engineer to pop on the screen that Wall of Fame, that'd be awesome. And I think that there we go. So basically, the Wall of Fame is a platform that's like a directory, but it's almost like a Hollywood Walk of Fame in a sense in our own community. And you can go into all the celebrities. You can meet all the different celebrities that we have. I mean, you got Lisa Nichols and her husband, and then you got Devan DeChoso and Spencer Wilding, who was just in the Royals, and he's Darth Vader. I mean, everybody, you know, Laura Langmeyer from The Secret, and Greg Reed, who executive produced the Wishman movie on Netflix with, God rest his soul, Frank Shankwitz, one of our honorees, and celebrity ambassadors, Bootsy Collins, Wendy Starlin, who discovered Lady Gaga, Omar Periu, Sophia Stewart, you know, creator of Matrix and Terminator, Mark Victor Hansen, Henry Tillman. They're doing a movie around him right now on Netflix with Jamie Foxx. And, you know, you should go down to the platinum members. You become a platinum member, you get the platinum service. You get kind of a done for you social media increase, association to celebrities, consulting, getting on the VIP pitch party, getting on our stage, and consistently getting leads and growth to your brand. And then we take all of that and we condense it into one simple place based upon what you're trying to promote. So everything goes into our platform, giving you edification, allowing you to book appointments, get connected, sell your stuff, get donations in, put press releases out, events to get more butts and seats to your events. You know, if you have training and you're coaching people, we give you that platform, and then you can do reviews, as well as everything happening with your activity within the network. So, you know, we built the whole platform, and we have 11,000 members now. So to answer your question, we're providing a platform. We're a technologies company providing a platform with massive amount of influence and impact behind your brand and your business.
I love that you said platform, whether you're talking about the business speaking world and keynotes, the entertainment world. One of the first things I know, literary agents, Hollywood agents, other people, they start by looking at your platform, and that's where you are. I'd like to step back one step, because I think it's going to be really interesting, to your origin story. How did you get started? Was it posting YouTube videos? Was it live events? Was it a mix of them? When in the early days, what were you doing to get the ball rolling?
That's a great question, and I appreciate the beginning story. What's up, Ron? Ron's one of our team members. Ron's the man with AI, by the way. So we're gonna be doing some great stuff, Ron. The beginning, you know, I was really always a people person, and as a kid, I was always wondering who people were. I was always a connector. Had a lot of sales experience. Worked at CompUSA, worked at Aqua Resource Group, worked at MBA in America, ran my own teams, became top sales everywhere I went. Everything I did, I just had a gift of gab, a gift to listen. And it kind of stemmed and originated from that. I worked with my dad, and my dad was like blown away because I would sell these systems, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I just had a gift to get to know people, like rapport, and people liked me. And then I got into music. I rapped, I did producing, I got into performing, and then I got into promotions, and then I got into PR, then I got into social media, then I got event planning, and all the different things that just kept growing. And within that, I built a YouTube channel, which now today has over 14 million views. I was one of the first original YouTube partners when YouTube first started, before even Google was involved, and just built that to millions of viewers. And then I did it for other people, and then I started hitting the carpets, and I started just building content, really just creating content. And then people started recognizing me as a public figure, as an interviewer, to interview people. And then I ended up working with Akon, and I ended up working with all these different celebrities and all these different circles and all these different things. Then I got into speaking, I got into coaching, and then I got into and just kept growing. I was one of the people that brought the gold carpet, gold for God, to the whole Hollywood, situation, the whole Hollywood industry. I was one of the first selfie people. The Think and Grow Rich tour, I was a PR and a speaker, and I brought the red carpet to that. And I was always a trendsetter and a disruptor. With like everything I would do, it would always be like eZWay. It'd be, we do it the easy way. Eric Zuley, and I do it my way, and I don't care what you have to say. We always had like a leadership to us, and people would follow it. And more and more blessings would come about. And now fast forward, I own one of the biggest empires in television. I've been published multiple times, one of the biggest influencer of influencers, and we have all this massive platform ourselves with this community that we're growing. And I've acted, I've produced. I'm actually producing some A-list films and TV shows. And now we have just this amazing team of almost 100 people that are helping this community grow, and we have hundreds of testimonials and case studies of businesses that are growing. So hopefully that answers your question on I mean, there's I can go even way back when I was a kid, when I first started my magic show, and then I wanted to be in front of people and audience and entertainment, and played baseball, played sports, played soccer, and and I can do that too. But I think ultimately it originated from just being a people person, and being a people person and a man of God, connecting that. That's really what it was about.
If someone's watching right now, because we mentioned the importance of building a platform, you mentioned that you help people build a platform. For people watching right now, like, I got to build a platform. What advice do you have? How do you start building, and how do you keep better? Yeah, I'll stick with that one. How do you start building a platform? What advice do you have for up and comers?
Well, there's a lot nowadays. It's AI. I know I got my man Ron in there. You can hit Ron up, and nowadays it's AI to build a platform. You can build anything you want. It's AI and social media, those two things. If you want to build a platform, that's a blog. A platform could be a magazine. A platform could be anything that creates community, right? You guys are going to hear from Dr. Barbara pretty soon when she comes on Meet Our Members, and she can talk to you. I mean, there's different categories of different platforms. Like Dr. Barbara has an amazing app to get you funding and grants. That's a platform, right? So anything that collects data that turns into dollars, to me, is a platform. Anything that people can put emails into, that they have a place that they can build their own business from, something that powers them, is a platform. Facebook is a platform. Instagram is a platform. YouTube is a platform. Everything's a platform that you have an account on. As far as what we did, we just did it in a very, 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 very unique manner and patented everything that we did, which is mainly to roll everything into one place to make your marketing easier on your business.
So alongside platform, what either while you're building it or once you've built an audience, branding is like the cousin of a platform, or even part of the platform. What advice do you have for building a personal brand for people watching?
Well, first and foremost, Mark, let me say thank you so much for being our new host for Meet Our Members. You ask great questions. It's a great flow. I'm loving it. As far as branding it starts from your mission statement. A lot of people think it's the logo and how it looks, and it really isn't. Branding is a representation of a story to a business. So if you look at eZWay, we're global, baby. There's the planet, right? Or you can look at it like a sun. And the sun shines bright down upon everybody else. You'll see our logo for eZWay LA is we're giving back the city of angels to the angels, but we have the little E and the big Z, the big W, the little A and the little Y. We elevate you to a higher level, and then it's downhill from there once you do it the easy way. There's a mission, there's a statement, there's a reason behind what we're doing. And actually, believe it or not, the eZWay I, okay, that's not an exclamation point. That's actually an I. So if you flip it upside down, it's an I for eZWay Interactive. But it's just a clever way of how we played with the logos and the brand identity, and then it's power of association, power of appreciation, and power of affiliation. And that's a whole nother thing I teach. It's a whole formula I teach. But branding is everything, and you have to have the right plan to your brand.
So when you're building a plan to your brand, you get a platform, you get a brand, you're on your way. This is really important, especially when you're talking anything Hollywood, beyond even the normal business world. How do you keep a brand alive and not just be a blip where I got a ton of views and I had this go viral and everything's great, and 30 days later, no one freaking comes to your website or your social media? How do you maintain a brand once you've hit a certain level and you've put the work in to build a platform and build a brand?
Well, these are great questions. I mean, you're watching it real time right now. How do I maintain a brand? I create results. Keyword results. If you provide results for people and people believe it's results, trust, consistency. Those would be the three ways I would answer that. We create results. This is a results-oriented platform right now. You guys are all learning about me by these questions that normally my brain wouldn't think about. And if you become a member, you're going to get results. You know, when you hear from some of the other members, you're going to see that they create results as well. And I think particularly with us is it's quality over quantity. You know, we're only an invite only network for a reason. We only deal with quality people that we vet for a reason, because we want people to get results. So any brand or any company, I would say the keyword would be results. Figure out how you can create results for your customers, and then you're going to differentiate from everybody else. Because how do you guarantee results versus promise results? That would be my answer to that.
And we have covered a lot of ground in a short period of time. For people watching, branding is also what people say about you when you're not in the room. What is the most important thing people need to know about you and your personal brand? What should they be saying about you when you're not in the room?
That's another great question. I would say the same thing that everybody says is I'm around this brand and this network because of the quality of people that I've met, because of the consistency, because of the technology. I think the technology that we have differentiates us from a lot of the other marketing companies and PR and things like that. And really, it's the community. It's our community. It's our group. It's our family. And the way we've branded is we are not just a company. We are a family, and we grow and grow every day. And that family supports one another. So I would want them to say, I love being a part of this family, and put eZWay in front of it.
There you go. And if people want to find you online, there's a lot of places with what you're working on now with your eZWay projects. Where's the best places to go to find you and eZWay online?
The best thing is to follow our eZWay family on Instagram. Anything that we do is always eZWay family on Instagram, on Facebook, LinkedIn. eZWay family is the main community follow. You can follow me at Eric Zulli if you want to learn more about me. And then we have our app, eZWay Interactive, on Google Play or Apple Store. You can download that app, and then you'll meet the community. You'll meet the family. You'll get involved with everything that we'll do. You'll see all the events that we do, all the events, all the members do. You'll see the television network that we have, reaching 400 million something homes. The programming we have, from anywhere from Bill Cosby's show to In Living Color to major featured films from Sony, Paramount, and Universal. Everything's on that television network. So I would just say, like, download the app, get involved, play. It's a fun rabbit hole to go down and see where you're going to go next.
That is awesome. Thank you for the time, Eric. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. eZWayPitchParty.com. This is the best way to get involved with this, guys. Get involved with the pitch party. And this is where you're going to see a lot of people talk about what we do every other Thursday. People connect, they pitch, and they smile. All right.
And scene. Done.
All right. So I'm gonna so we're still live right now. I want to keep it live. I don't want to change that, but I'm gonna bring on Dr. Barbara now, and you can go ahead and do the same thing with her. Do the introduction, the whole shebang. Hi, Dr. Barbara. Good to see you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the floor now. This is Mark J. Carter, our new host for Meet Our Members, and our members are gonna get to meet you.
Okay, great. Hi.
Thank you for making time to be here, Dr. Barbara. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. Glad to be here.
We're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into what you do. But to get started, same question I asked Eric, because I think it's really powerful to start that way, or this way. Why do you do what you do? What do you love most about it?
I love to manifest millions for missions who are providing miracles to many. So that's basically what I do, is I try to make sure that I help these missions out here who are doing great work trying to help as many people as possible. And with the changes in our world, more and more people will need some type of hand up, not a handout, but hands up. And so we do it because we love what we do. I've been a grant writer for years, fell into it backwards at Housing Authority when they hired me as a youth program manager. And there was no money associated with the position, but I had 756 youth who were living in public housing, without many activities. So I had to create those activities through building collaboratives and partnerships and grant writing. So I used my early elementary skill of writing raps, rhymes, songs, plays, and all of that, and turned it into funding. And so I've been doing it ever since, and I love it.
Oh my! And you said you got started in childhood?
Well, yes, writing raps, rhymes, songs, and kind of like Eric. I was writing raps. I was a rapping teacher. I wrote all kinds of
Oh
raps,
my
rhymes,
gosh!
songs. Yeah.
That is freaking awesome. What's your favorite part about it? What's your favorite part about it now, as far as with all that you're doing? What's your favorite part now? Is it helping seeing the growth of the people and organizations you work with? What is it?
When I can see a client that has received $1 million to make changes in the lives of so many people. I have a client recently in a certain part of Illinois who received $1 million, and that's going to train a bunch of people, which means that the families will do better. Some families will get solar where they did not have solar, and it's going to lower their utilities. And if the solar wind chimes that we put up provide enough power, they might even get a check. So it's those kind of things are just super. One of my projects that stands out more than anything was Lincoln High School football field. When I went to their football field and took a look, it had water and mud, and there was no track. There was nothing but water, grass, and mud. And I left there with tears in my eyes. I said, I'm going to write to the NFL and try to get a new stadium started for these students. And now to take a look at that beautiful blue football stadium for those young people, I will never forget that. And they don't know me from Adam. They don't know Dr. Barbara. But every time I take a look at that blue football field anywhere, I get excited. So those are the kinds of things that I remember.
I'm going to take a wild guess here. Tell me if I'm on point. You are really into and living servant leadership. Would that be correct?
I'm not able to hear you right now. I don't know if you're hearing me.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Oh, you got to love technical difficulties. Got to love technical difficulties. This is what happens with going live. Sometimes you just got to roll with it and hope that they can eventually hear you. Hopefully she can see me, but I don't know sign language, so that's not really going to help in this scenario. We're just going to have to hope she gets her mic back. No, her earbuds back is what I'm guessing is happening. She's trying. I can see it. I'm looking away from the camera, looking at her. Yep, there's the earbud. Maybe she's going to switch. Can you hear me now, Dr. Barbara? We needed a technical difficulty thing to flash on the screen with little like broken arrows or through signs that the live stream is not working here. Oh, if I knew more about her, I would talk about her right now, but I don't know enough about her. That was what the interview is for. We're just going to keep pushing through. Hopefully there we go. Sorry for the technical difficulties. How are we doing here, Dr. Barbara? Oh my goodness. Well, we can keep talking. I don't know we can keep talking about checking out the eZWay interactive app, things you could do with that. eZWayNetwork.com. That's where I learned about a lot of the good stuff going on here. A lot of great people. And like Eric said in our interview, check out the profiles. I mean, let the profiles speak for themselves. Let the speakers, the featured people, the live events, the things they do, the event every other week. just let those things speak for itself. And those can be found on the letter Z, waynetwork.com. And even more so in the app. Or we could bring it back to Eric, and Eric and I could improv for a little bit until the next person hits the studio. If you want to do that, we could do a little bit deeper dive.
I'll come in
Welcome
and
back,
save
sir.
you. I'll come in and save you, my man.
I can only do solo improv.
Yeah, this was a perfect test, right, Dr. Barbara? Do we got you now?
You do have me. I do hear a little bit of static. I don't know if you hear it, but I can hear you now. I had to leave and come back.
No, that's coming from you. I think it's your headphones. Like, go out and come back in again.
Okay, I'm not using headphones. Let me try it. I'll try that.
It's definitely a loose connection of some sort. But at least you can hear us now. So try going out and coming back in. See, I'm gonna mute you, and see, now we don't hear it anymore. There's no more bad connection. So something's going on with but hey, that's the beauty. I love how you stopped, dropped, and rolled. I love how when you dance, Mark, if you fall, you make it look like you meant to fall. And that's a big part of streaming. So let's see if we got Dr. Barbara back. Are you back now?
I am here.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out. Let you guys.
All right, thank you.
So just checking. I'm going to do the testing. 1, 2, 3 testing. Can you hear me, Dr. Barbara?
I can't hear you.
Okay, what I was talking when I said I'm just going to guess, but I think I'm taking an educated guess here from just getting to know you. It seems like you really embrace and live servant leadership, not just leadership as an entrepreneur, but servant leadership. Would that be correct?
That is exactly right.
So with everything that you've done, we're going to hear more about them in the stories that come out in this interview. I would love to know, if people watching right now, how do you do amazing in business by doing amazing with people? How do you get good by doing good for others? Because it seems like almost everything I've heard so far in a limited time is entrenched in giving back and doing good. I'm guessing you're doing pretty well for yourself. How do you mix the two and not be a tyrant on one side that's rich, but at the same time not be everybody's friend who's broke? How do you suggest people watching embrace servant leadership and do good in life to do good in business?
That was a hard lesson for me. And that's kind of where the Manifesting Millions came from, because initially when I started, I wanted to help the many. But what I realized in trying to help the many is that the missions that are helping the many need to be taken care of as well. Not get wealthy, but they still need to be able to pay their lights, gas, water, phone, go on vacation every blue moon. They still need to take care of themselves, because if the mission gets tired and quit, then the many still suffers. So I decided that I felt in my spirit, I really need to serve the missions, and then they will be able to help the many, and to make sure that I'm teaching them the readiness part of it, so that when you say that you're going to serve 100, you have the capacity to serve 100. If you say you're going to serve 1,000 people, you have the capacity to serve 1,000. So basically, what I have learned in giving to these people, because sometimes I haven't been paid, sometimes different things happen. A lot of things happened initially as I was learning and running the operation with my head and not with my heart and not my head. So a lot of things happen. But I can also say, for any of the negative that happened, there was always something positive. So one of my clients has now been donated a multi-million-dollar facility not donated, they bought it for $1. Multi-million-dollar facility, hundreds of $1,000,000 facility. And what it let me know is, even though this client didn't have the funding that some other clients had, I have this crazy thing to where I don't want to let my clients go until they receive some funding, even if I took them on when they were not ready and they didn't have what I call my 5 W's, which is the key to success in getting funded. Even though they didn't have those, I kept them around and kept trying to help them and get them in order and get them ready. And then here somebody drops this major project in their laps, and now they're in a position that they can actually take care of me at some point. But I had no idea when they would ever get to that point. So if you give, I've read in a great book that it said it'll be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So that's the premise that I work on, that it's going to come back. It's going to come back. So you just give. Sometimes you give till it hurts, but it's going to come back.
Did you say you have, was it 5 W's? What's that process you just mentioned?
The 5 W's is the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why. If my clients will take time, and anyone else who is interested in funding will take time to write out those 5 W's. I tell people, go buy you that $1 notebook and write, well, $1.50, whatever they are now, but write in there your who. Take 2 or 3 pages and write down everything you can about who are you, who's your competition, who are your partners, who are your participants. Write down all of your who's. Take time to write down your what's. What are you providing? What is it going to cost? All of that. What will you include in your materials? And then when are you going to do it? Is it going to be hourly, daily, weekly, monthly? Where are you going to do it? What city, what state, what congressional district, what county? Let's see, who, what, when, where, and then why are you going to do it? Why are you doing it? And that's your stats. You must have stats to support what you're doing. You can't say, I'm doing this program because across the street, I saw this happen, or in my neighborhood, this happened. No, you need to know what's happening nationally, what's happening locally, and how your organization is going to take care of the situation, or reduce the situation, or increase the situation, whatever it is that you are trying, whatever you're trying to provide. How are you going to do that? And what are the stats that support the fact that what you're doing is needed?
It sounds like what you're doing is so needed, and it's definitely, from what you said, from that field to everything you just mentioned, you're solving problems for people. And I've learned, as far as when it comes to getting referrals, which is what I think every entrepreneurial person wants, is referrals. Why chase 5 people? One person can refer you 5 people. There's an effect that I call complaining over coffee or bitching over beer. That's when friends are venting. Oh my God, you're not going to believe what's happening to me right now. Holy, When it comes to that complaining over coffee or bitching over beer, when people get referred to you, what are challenges or problems are they talking about that someone should say, Dr. Barbara can help you? What are some of those for you?
Well, I've told people for years that you're not just getting a grant writer. I am not just a grant writer. I am a strategist. I believe in that pestle analysis. They're getting someone who is almost a data scientist, because I deal with the pestle analysis. Many of us heard in college about the SWOT analysis, and some of us, unless you were in economics, you probably didn't get a lot of lessons on the pestle analysis. And to me, if you're going to be successful in anything, whether it's for-profit, nonprofit, you want to know what that is. And the pestle analysis is political concerns. You want to be knowledgeable of the economic concerns, the social and cultural concerns, the technological concerns, the legal concerns, and the environmental concerns. If you keep those in your mind as you are planning to major in a college major, as you are planning whatever it is to start a business, to start a nonprofit, to improve a business, improve a nonprofit, you can't help but to put yourself in alignment with what's happening. You can't just be on an island. You've got to look around with what's happening. I tell all of my clients, not only do you need to know what's going on in the United States, you need to look and see what's happening globally, because there's a United Nations development that has 17 different things that they want us, or different goals that they're trying to reach. And since we are a part of that, we are also trying to reach those. And one of those is no poverty. So there are 17 different strategies that they have. So you're not just looking at what's happening here, you're looking at what's happening globally, so that you can kind of anticipate 10 years ahead. If you can anticipate 10 years ahead, then that helps you to not only be funded now, but to be sustained later. So we work a lot with sustainability.
So I love the word alignment. I think that's so important on so many levels. Could you dig a little deeper into that, unpack it? How do you create alignment with your projects and the greater good too?
As far as the alignment is concerned, I love to look at the strategic plans of the organization. To me, if you don't look at the strategic plans of that organization, or if you, even if you're trying to get a job, whatever you're doing, whether you're starting a business, starting a nonprofit, you want to look at the strategic plan of the company that you're going after. Or if you're working with the city or the state, the county, you want to look at their strategic plan. What are they trying to do? If they don't have a new one, you're looking at their old one, and maybe you're going to be the catalyst to tell them that they need a new one. So that alignment comes with what that organization is doing. And so that's the difference between Dr. Barbara Wright and most consultants and most grant writing consultants. My goal is more than to help this company today. My goal is to help them sustain even after these fundings are gone. Now, most of us do ask this question: what are you going to do to sustain yourself? Well, I believe you have to look out 10 years in order to really determine how you're going to sustain yourself. Or you'll be like some of those organizations or some of those companies that some of the ride share companies came in and knocked out of business because they were not predicting what was going to happen or projecting what was going to happen in the next 10 years. I'm very concerned about what's going to happen in the next 10 years. So we're looking at that as we plan with our clients.
With everything you have going on right now, what's one exciting thing you have on the horizon in your business? What's coming up?
One of the things, well, I get to go to California in a couple of weeks. And so I'm excited about that, to get to meet some of the people there in California. But I also get to do a press release in Illinois coming up for the renovation of a full hospital. And so I'm excited about that, transforming that into a community hub that will not only provide health and wellness, but other benefits. And that will probably be one of the biggest projects that we worked on. We worked on some in the past with Housing Authority and bringing back a grant that renovated 4 family developments. But this project to me is one of the greatest. And so that's got me excited. And my app, I can't, oh my God, I forgot about the apps. It's so much. I have Grant Builder Pro Max and Budget Builder Pro Max. Those are 2 apps that's going to help the masses to write grants. Dr. Wright can only write for so many people. But my app, it's like having me in your pocket. And guess what? A big part of it is free. The Grant Builder Pro Max, it will tell you for free if your program is ready or raggedy. That's it.
That is awesome. I love to close with this. With everything you're doing, it sounds like you have a really strong servant leadership centered brand, and branding is what people say about you when you're not in the room. What's one thing that you want people to know about you and say about you when you're not in the room?
That I love people, and that when I do work for and with people, I am working with them to make sure that their goals are met. So that's what I would love for them to say.
This has been awesome. Thank you, Dr. Barbara. I appreciate you making the time.
You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
And scene.
Hey. Hi.
Dr. Stephanie, another doctor in the house. How the heck are you doing?
I'm so good, Mark. It's great to see you today.
You too. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you today. Real-time live streaming, not just on a private conversation. That's pretty cool.
Very cool. Thank you.
So we're going to dive a little bit into what you do and all that great stuff, some tips for the audience, a little bit more personal things about you. I'd like to start in a different, I think, more powerful space. Why do you do what you do? What do you love most about what you do?
It's a lot of fun. I realized that, and we just came off of a meeting, Dr. Lang and I, and nobody wants to feel like they're working, that grind and that hardness. And I love enjoying what I'm doing. And I had this experience when I received my honorary doctorate, the first one I ever got. It was so amazing. It was so amazing that I went and enrolled in a program so that I could get my PhD. I wanted an earned doctorate after that. And so I think there's a certain amount of joy that comes from, accomplishments and accolades and celebrating. And I just want to live in that space. I prefer sunshines and rainbows and gumdrops and lollipops. Yeah.
So I got to ask, and I'm going to use the verbiage: sunshine and rainbows and lollipops and all that good stuff. How do you provide sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops for people?
Well, usually when you're thinking about all of those things, you have a dream. If you've ever dreamed, then it's somewhere, there's sunshine somewhere in that dream when you think about, oh, I just love the beach, whatever. So accomplishments, accolades, being loved and appreciated, having people, appreciate and genuinely thank you. Like, that's a good thing. You think about all the ways when we grew up, if it's not nice, don't say it at all. If you tell someone you're going to do something, you got to do it, keep your word, be a person of your word. So these are all things that when you have that foundation, then it's like, okay, well, then what comes next? Well, what comes next are the trophies and the accolades. When you work hard and you make it across the finish line, you're looking for the crowd to cheer and, the fun that comes with that. But so many of us are not getting that. So that's why we design the Big Dreams accolades and awards ceremony. And the honorary doctorates, the earned doctorates, all the great gifts that people will receive on September 25th is everything that I'm talking about.
So you actually design the ceremonies?
Yeah, well, so based on some other experiences that I had this vision, and I had a conversation with Eric, and we teamed up to provide these doctorates and accolades. This is going to be an incredible experience on September 25th, which, by the way, happens to be Big Dream Day. It's a World Big Dream Day, Dream Big Day, and this is an amazing, amazing event.
That is awesome. I'd love to know, you mentioned the why. Now when it comes, let's say your business doesn't exist, fast forward 2 weeks, you get started, it does exist, or maybe a month. How did you get started? What did you do to put the pieces in place?
Well, first it was a dream, right? And then every day I worked at it. I made calls. Fortunately, when you reach out to eZWay, when you're a part of the eZWay community, the eZWay family, there are a lot of ways to enhance your business. So there's the marketing piece. There are events where you can go out and meet people that are like-minded and that are interested in doing what you're doing. There's the pitch parties. There are a lot of tools here at eZWay that support someone with their vision, with an event, with projects that they want to do. And so I just tapped into all those resources, and it's helped me bring this a long way.
When you say tap into the resources, what did you mean? Were you going through a directory and messaging people? Were you creating articles, creating videos? If someone's watching right now, I think that'd be, hearing your story would be good advice for, I joined eZWay, now what? So you joined eZWay, what did you do?
So it's completely user-friendly. I am not a techie person. If I had to, do it myself, that would be a nightmare. But fortunately, Eric has designed this so that it is rather easy, hence the eZWay. But anyway, if you aren't able to do it, I've asked for a lot of help. And so that's where I would encourage somebody who actually has gotten into the community to just really ask for some help. Every Monday on 2:00, you can chime in and get support with your technology issues. Eric is available. He has amazing people on his team that are available, like anything that you want. So if you have an event coming up, you need to promote it. I've just, man, the first day of the Dream Big Dreams campaign that I created, on the first day, I gave away 5 million euros of crypto for Bank of Humanity. And I really would have only been able to give away 1 million if it weren't for Eric. Eric went into his database. He has a beautiful, huge database of people. We reached out and we got so many people on that call that we gave away 5 million euros of crypto. And, that was kind of to the tune of about 250,000 euros per person. So you do the math. We had a lot of people on the call. We had a lot of people that got educated and that are now, understanding crypto in ways that they didn't understand it before. But if anything, we opened up a whole community of people that wanted to be educated on cryptocurrency. And, Eric has his own cryptocurrency for eZWay. So this was a beautiful package. So, for example, these are the kinds of things that have happened by getting involved with him.
So when you mentioned dreams a few times and starting right out of the gate, what have you seen and what advice do you have for chasing your dreams and keeping your eye on the prize during the tough times? For lack of a better term, how do you keep on keeping on when it's not all bright, sunny, and rainbows?
Well, it never is going to be. And actually I carry my own sunshine and rainbows in my pocket, in my purse, wherever I go. I've always got to look at a situation and realize, man, it doesn't look great. But because I know who I am and because I know that everything is always working out for me, the question then is, God, how do I use this to honor you? What am I going to do with this that turns this into something amazing? And we've all heard the lemon and lemonade, analogies, but it's real. What do you have? And there are times in our lives that you literally will need to walk through your house and ask God, what do I have? What is here right now? What can I do right now that's going to make a difference? And this actually, September 25th is an extreme, huge example of that. Many people said, oh, we can't do this on the 25th. Oh, this will never happen. We won't be ready. But I stayed steadfast and determined. I would not change the date. And it's happening. And it's happening in such a big way, in the way that only God could do. And that's because we're dreaming big dreams.
When it comes to, you mentioned walking around your house and what you're grateful for, look what I have. I got to ask, are you into journaling at all? Or is it just walking around looking at things and saying, look what I have? Or is journaling play a part of it?
So I'm a writer. I actually have a publishing company. And this year I've published 17 books. Our 18th book will be an anthology with all of our graduates through the honorary doctorates. So there's a little bit of something here for everybody. But yes, I'm a writer. I journal. It's an incredible tool for me to go back, and I get to see how much I've grown, but I also get to make those dreams happen. There's something that's happening in my journaling time, and those nuggets that I get, being able to turn those into actual winning projects.
What is a win? I love that term, winning. What does a winning project consist of? What does that look like in your world?
I like impacting lives, right? And so if one life is changed, then who can put a value on that, right? That's how, we look at this and we're like, okay, headphones and being at the beach and all, which one's priceless? Well, this is what's priceless. There is no price on the feeling of winning. And that's helping people get through what's most important to them. That is the answer. Everybody has a dream. Everybody has a dream. And so being able to facilitate that, being dream makers, and helping them facilitate that is everything.
I'm loving this so far. It's awesome getting to know you. I gotta ask, keeping in the vein of dreams, what's a big dream that you're excited about that's on your horizon right now? What's coming up for you that excites you?
Okay, so on September 25th, we are actually auctioning off a car. And we're looking for anything anyone wants to contribute to this beautiful, this auction. We're going to have cars, we're going to have jewelry, we're going to have hotel night stays and resorts and spa days, you name it, we're offering it all. And it's just a lottery ticket. So this was part of my bucket list of dreams. One of my biggest dreams in life has been to do a raffle for a house and a raffle for a car. So we're doing something like that for the 25th, in addition to this huge award ceremony that Eric has planned. And I don't know if you've ever seen, but he's got these gold capes and we're getting congressional awards. And this is amazing. Lifetime Achievement Awards. And you name it, we're doing it. We're honoring people post-life. We're giving honorary doctorates to honor their lives. There's an incredible woman that's a part of our team. Her name is Tasha Mack. And right now she's in deep grieving of her son. We will be honoring him. And I just have an incredible team of people. My partner, Dr. Stacy Lang, a dream come true. If I could have imagined my best friend being my business partner, the woman who literally has just been teaching me. This woman is a business acquisitionist, and all she does is help people get grants funded. This is a huge part of your honorary doctorate with our program. You're going to get a fully written 100 to 150 page grant that you can submit. So you get to take that out and get the resources that we're going to lay out for you. We're going to do all the research. We're going to identify grant programs that are ideal for you, and you get to go and get your grants. This is making dreams come happen, making dreams come true. All of our honorary doctorate receivers are a part of this book that I told you, but they will be published authors. And, the goal is to be, published authors in a way that you're receiving awards. And when you go to your speaking engagement, you can use your book as a resource and as a tool. So we're equipping all of our graduates with the tools that they need to really succeed.
That is awesome. We have covered a lot of ground in a short period of time. Important in this world, I was talking about with Eric, building your platform. We talked about it a little bit in the last interview. When it comes to branding, personal branding, it's all about, that's what people say about you when you're not in the room. What is one thing you want people to be saying about you and know about you when you're not in the room?
Well, I think that this is such an appropriate question because, as we were talking earlier, only say good things. And so, because that's my intention, when I step out of the room, I really want people to open their checkbooks and write a check so that when I step back in the room, they can give it to me. Let's help her. Let's support her. I'm on board with what she's doing. She's doing the right thing. We can, make this happen. So that's what I want people to say. How can we support her mission? How do we get on this train? Because we know the direction she's going is that she's winning.
This has been awesome. And if people want to find you online, where's the best place or places to go?
extraordinarykeys.com. Come on over to eZWay Network. Join our network, and I'll be right there. I'm the Vice President of Development, and we're doing great things at the eZWay. That's probably the best place to find me. I'll be right there, and I want you to come and see how good it is over here in doing it the easy way.
Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mark. I want to know all these things about you. Come on, tell me about your winning.
We will have to talk about that another time.
I guess
This has been great about you.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh. Well, thank you again. This has been great, Dr. Stephanie.
Thanks, Mark. Talk to you soon.
And scene.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it, Mark. Awesome. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. This was meet our members, and you can be right here where I am or where Stephanie was. Next time. So make sure you go to meet our eZWayMembers.com if you want to be interviewed on Meet Our Members. Thanks, Mark. You're awesome. Anything you want to close with?
I would like to close just by think about someone, a friend of yours that you might not have talked to in 30 or 60 days. No reason, no bad blood, nothing. It's just it hasn't come up. You got busy. She got busy. Reach out to them and just say, I've been thinking about you. What have you been up to? Simple as that. In fact, go crazy. Don't even send an email. Pick up the phone like nobody does anymore and just call them and say, I was just thinking about you. What's going on in your life? What's happening right now? They'll be deeply grateful that you did that for them.
eZWay Interactive. Start connecting the eZWay. Are you ready to connect like never before? Introducing the eZWay Interactive app, your ultimate social solutions network. Whether you're looking to network, collaborate, or simply share ideas, eZWay makes it easy to engage with like-minded individuals and organizations. Discover innovative solutions, join exciting discussions, and expand your horizon, all in one powerful platform. Don't miss out on the future of social networking. Download eZWay Interactive now and unlock endless possibilities.
In the digital space where dreams ignite, there's a
Are you a member of our eZWay networking community? Get interviewed so our members can get to know you. Welcome to Meet Our Members Interviews. This interview platform ensures you to get spotlighted to thousands of our members. It will raise awareness for your business and your clients to entrepreneurs, influencers, coaches, and more. If you want to be interviewed on our Meet Our Members podcast, subscribe to meetourEZWayMembers.com. Network with our 3,000 members and growing.
eZWay shows you how.
You're watching eZWay TV, powered by eZWayNetwork.com.